Hey guys, what's going on today? Bojo here, and we are back for our NHL 16 Be a GM following the Philadelphia Flyers, and we are sitting pretty right now, first in the Metropolitan Division at 15-7-2. So, last episode we started off our year number 2 simulation, and like I said, we're starting out pretty well. Now, we did, unfortunately, make a little bit of a roster kind of mishap in the last episode, calling up Nick Cousins, which was good because he really was the person that needed to be called up at the time, but unfortunately he was on a one-way contract. So a bunch of you guys were saying that one of the things that I could do is swap out Colin McDonald and put Nick Cousins into the lineup down there on the fourth line so that he can get some playing time. So I definitely think I will do that. I'm not going to do it right now, though. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to wait a little bit to see what happens. Now, what was the issues last time? Was it the power play or was it the penalty kill? I forget off the top of my head, so I'm going to check the stats right now and see what our power play and penalty kill percentages are at. So our power play is at 15%, which is not great. It's not great. And our penalty kill, okay, the penalty kill was fine. Power play needs to be fixed. So let's change up the power play then. Let us change up the power play a little bit and see if we can fix up some issues with that. Okay, so what's the issue here on the power play? Reed, Shen, and Gagne. Oh yeah, I wanted to take Matt Reed off because he only had like 8. Yeah, he only has 4 assists. So I think I'm going to take Matt Reed off. I'm going to put Sean Couturier on the power play. That was one of the things I wanted to institute. So I want to put Sean Couturier in on the power play. So I want to do that. Lovejoy. I wanted to keep Lovejoy here. I want to spread out these defensemen. So let's put Delzato on the second pair, just because the defensive pair is a little bit weak on the second pairing. Drew and Voracek definitely need to stay there. Simmons needs to play there, obviously. And then I think I'm going to leave Gagne Shen there. So I'll have all 3 of my centers down there on the power play for the second pair. And then the 4-1, this is fine. I'm just going to switch Lovejoy up with Delzato. And I think that's fine. Penalty kill does not need to be touched. So I think that's what I'm just going to do. Switch up the demon a little bit. And I think we should be good to go. So let's go to the calendar here. Let's simulate a couple games here. Once we start to really go on a big losing streak, I think that's when we'll start to play Nick Cousins. Now, all of our games this month are pretty much on like Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. So let's simulate up to this date here against the Florida Panthers. And yep, waivers, don't have to worry about injuries occurring, so we can let the Phantoms play their games as they won both of them. Sweet. So let's do a little bit of a simulating here. In-game simulation of these games against the Florida Panthers, and we'll see. Oh yeah, Bourneval, I forgot. I need to call Bourneval down and put him into the AHL lineup. So I'll do that after this game. Okay, so here we go. Game against Florida, first period, 2-0. Claude Giroux and Jacob Voracek. So Luongo actually got pulled in the first. Maybe he got injured, but I'll take it. Second period, 2-1. Jussi Jokinen. Third period, 2-2. Keith Yandel. Keith Yandel's on Florida now, and they tie it up. All right, well, it goes to overtime. Overtime. Hey, we win in overtime. Scott Lawton gets the goal on Al Montoya in overtime. The Flyers win it 3-2 in OT. So I do want to take a look at the stats and see who gets the assists and whatnot on the goals. Because if what's his face? If McDonald is getting some points on certain things, I want to make sure about that. Okay, so Bourneval lost morale because of ice time. So let us go to edit lines here. Let's go to roster moves because we can send down Michael Bourneval. No, wait a minute. Was Bourneval... Oh, wait a minute. I think I called him down, but he isn't playing, right? In the system. Bourneval should be in there. Bourneval. Where are you? Bourneval, you're there. Okay. So you are down there. I just didn't insert him into the lineup yet. Okay, so I need to edit lines. I think I was going to take Goldborn out, right? I think that was my decision to make. Yeah, I'm going to switch out Tyrell Goldborn. And we're going to put in Michael Bourneval. Okay, so we'll put Michael Bourneval into the lineup. He is a 2-way forward with a pretty decent defensive category, so I definitely would want him to play maybe penalty kill time. So I need to scratch Tyrell Goldborn. So we have 18, I have 18 now. Bournevall's right there on the third line. Should we move him up there? Now we'll leave him on the third line for right now. He technically should be a minor league scoring going forward, so right now where he's at is fine. I'm just gonna leave him on the third line. I'm not gonna change like any power play time, any penalty kill lines or anything along those lines. So I'm just gonna leave him right there in the AHL on the third line. No power play or penalty kill time. Just get him some playing time 3-on-3, and we should be good. All right. So like I said, once the Flyers start to lose some games, maybe like 2 in a row or something like that, that's when we'll switch Nick Cousins in here. But not many games this month. I do want to get, okay, lost morale because of recent roster moves. Oh, was that because we sent Bournevall down? I don't know. Whatever the game. Let's sim this game against the Washington Capitals. Like I said, I definitely want to get Cousins in here for a couple games. So maybe we'll do like 2 weeks here and then 2 weeks with Cuz. We'll see how we do. All right, first period against Washington, 2-1. I'll take it. Giroux and Michael Raffle. Michael Lotta gets one there. Second period, 2-1. Third period, 4-1. Michael Del Zotto and Matt Reed. 4-1 win over the Caps. I will take it, boys. I will take it. Any points? McDonald anywhere? Giroux, Luke Shen, Voracek, Raffle, Shen, Couturier, Del Zotto, Raffle, yeah, straight, and there we go. Okay, cool. No points for McDonald yet again, but still another 4-1 win. All right, couple Western Conference road trip right here with some back-to-back games. So Michael Bournevall has gained morale for being dressed. Goldborn has lost morale for being scratched. Fams are gaining locker room chemistry, which is nice. All right, so here we go. Another sim game here against the Anaheim Ducks. We'll keep going until we lose a game. Once we lose a game, we'll put Cousins in there. How about that? All right, here we go. First period, 2-1, Getzlaf and Despres. McMillan gets one. Second, 2-1. Third period comeback. Nah, 3-1. Corey Perry gets one. All right. No, let's wait till 2. Let's play this game against the LA Kings, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so here we go. Sim this game. Sim this game against the LA Kings. Here we go. First period, 5-0. Wow. All right. Brandon McMillan, Matt Reed, Braden Shen, McMillan, and Medvedev, all on Jonathan Quick. 5 goals on Jonathan Quick in the first period. Elite goaltender, my butt. Second, 6-0, Michael Raffle. Third period, 8-0 shutout of the LA Kings. My goodness. What a freaking game by the Flyers. 8 goals against the LA Kings. And Colin McDonald had 2 points in this game. So he had 3 points. He had 3 assists. Man, oh man, look at all the points from these boys. That McMillan gets his 6th and his 7th goal of the year. Raffle gets his 8th. Matt Reed got 2. Voracek got 1 goal, I think, and that was it. Fourth line had some points there. Look at that. A lot of point totals from those guys. Let me check out the points. My goodness. Not home stats, away stats. Who had the most points in that game? That game was ridiculous. Let's see, 3-point night from Colin McDonald. All right, so I don't want to scratch him after that game. Man, he played his ass off that game. I think Neuwirth was in that game too, and he played. There's still some players. Okay, so let's go player morale. Yeah, Mason got injured that game, so let's see. So Mason, I think, got injured. Okay, I wanted to thank you for the extra minutes you've been sending my way. Great, we found a good balance that seems to work. Positive effect on Steve Mace. You know, ooh, Giroux's up to a 91 again. You know, I really have to admit I'm through with my playing time lately. Good, I'm glad to hear. Keep up the hard work. Positive effect on Giroux, good. The locker room is a place I really am enjoying lately. It's like a second family. Oh, that's sweet. I'm happy to hear that, but I still expect more of you to lead by example. That makes me happy. I would demand nothing less from the team. Yeah, let's go with that. I demand nothing less. Positive effect. There we go. I think that the team is really gelling. It's showing on the ice. Good. Seems to be going nicely for us. Positive effect. When I look at my performance in recent games, it doesn't paint a pretty picture. All right, Sean. Let's see. I know you have it in you. Just need to stay focused going forwards. Every guy goes through rocky patches. You'll turn a corner lately. No effect. Good. So, Sean is a little bit disgruntled as of right now. Let's check out Cousins. Where's Cousins at? Cousins he's happy. He's up to a 79 overall still because of that morale boost that we've been getting. So that's nice to see. Let's hold the team meeting. Chuck up another win for the good guys and a huge game for us. But huge wins like that are why we play the game. Savor the moment. Go celebrate the victory. Every game is important. I need more from you all. I feel you guys can pull that off more open. We can still play better. Actually, no, that was an 8-0 win. Let's celebrate. That was an 8-0 win. There you go. 4 more boosts going for those guys. That was an 8-0 win. We can savor that victory. All right, AHL guys, nobody in the AHL. All right, let's look at the overalls again. Robert Haggs still at 81. Still a depth defenseman. Sandheim still at 81. And still at a depth defenseman. Anybody else? Borneval's up to an 80 now. He's minor league scoring forward. Everybody else. Anybody else really getting a huge jump? Nobody else huge jumps. Van de Velde's happy finally. That's a shocker for the century. Uliet and Tomac. How about Stolars? Where's Stoli at? Stoli's up to a 74. Okay, so right now the team is gelling. There's like an 89 locker room chemistry in the NHL. So we'll keep McDonald in for this one more game. We have 2 back-to-back games against Columbus after this. So after an 8-0 win, we can keep simulating here. First period against Edmonton, 2-0. Man, this team is playing great. Giroux and Couturier, second. 4-0 Voracek and Couturier, third. Man, 4-0 shutout of the Edmonton Oilers. This team, I don't want to make roster move change. I don't want to make any lineup changes right now because the team is playing well. Like it's playing really, really well right now. Like I don't feel the need to make any roster changes because this team is just on fire right now. And now let's just keep simulating. We'll simulate until we get another loss, and then we'll start to do the quick sims. Then once we start to lose games, that's when we'll make some changes. All right, first period against Columbus. This might be the game. Neuver's in that. So Jenner and Foligno. Second. Dubinsky gets one, but Giroux gets one. Bobrovsky, third period. Tried to come back, Simmons, but then Hartnell gets one on Neuwirth. All right, so now we can make the change. We did lose that game. Let's see if we lose that game against Columbus as well. If we lose 2 in a row, we'll make a change. Scouting assignment, sure. Let's go for the QMJHL for forwards, 6 weeks. And we come back with a 7-4 win against Columbus. All right, so you know what? For the rest of the month, there is some player meetings that they want us to have too. So let's do those first. Let's do the player meetings. We need to hold another team meeting as well. All right, so Mason, proud of, once again, you're doing good this year. Continue to go. I'm just going to continue to praise Mace. It's nice to be part of a well-oiled machine. Management is nailing it lately. I think if you put that positive energy into your on-ice performance, it would be great. Yeah, let's do that. Positive effect on Gudas. All right, cool. Let's keep going with that. If you put that positive performance I think you could do better, McMillan. Negative effect. Whatever. McMillan goes down a little bit. I think you could do a little bit better. You've been playing pretty nicely on that fourth line. Those comeback wins are the sweetest of all, but we can't be putting ourselves in that position in the future. We need to play harder. Yep. Okay, those guys are going to lose some morale because of that. That's all right, though. Bandy, management decision as of late. Look, if you have something constructive to say, just say it. There you go. Shut up, Bandy. Shut up and play. That's all I care about. You were complaining about freaking ice time earlier, but right now I just need you to shut the fuck up and play. Okay, so we lost that game, but then we won a game. So let's make the change. Let's make the change for 5 games, and let's see how Cousins performs. So McDonald's up to an 81 now, so he actually did gain a lot of morale. So let's substitute Colin McDonald in for Nick Cousins, and let's just see how Cuz plays. We'll track his point totals. How many games does he have played so far? He has 1 game played, I think, so far. Yeah, okay, so he's played 1 game. He has played 1 game. We're going to change in the current lines. We're going to get Cuz in there. Gonna scratch Colin McDonald. Whoops. Scratch Colin McDonald just for a little bit. I'm glad we haven't had to deal with injuries either. That's always phenomenal. I don't think McDonald was on any other lines, correct? No special teams? No. Alright, so we'll put Cuz in there for just these couple of games, and we'll see how we do. I'm not even gonna, like, in-game simulate here. I'm just gonna quick sim the rest of the month. Let's see how the Flyers do with Cousins in the lineup now. Let's see if they continue to win games. All right, there's an overtime loss against the Islanders. 2-1 win. Shootout win. And, okay, player morale meetings again. All right, Giroux. Performance. Yep, there's a lot to be proud of. Good work. No effect on Giroux. That's fine. Brandon Manning. I have to admit, I'm pretty upset with my ice time lately. Leave me no choice but to give you more minutes. No effect. Cool. Alright, so let's exit out of there. Last game against Montreal, and Philly gets away with a shootout loss. Alright, so 2-0-2. It's not bad. Let's see if Cuz got any points in those games as well. Okay, so our locker room chemistry went down to 89%, but that's honestly nothing to complain at right now. So let's check up our stats right now. Check Cousin's stats, and let's see if he's actually done anything. I'm gonna check my skater. So in 5 games now, he's got 2 points on the 4th line. So he's played in those 4 games. He did have 2 points. So you know what, Cuz, I'll leave you in there for a little bit until we actually start to really get on a bad losing streak. I'm going to leave him in there right now. Let's go all the way up to the All-Star game, and let's see how we do. Let's go all the way up to the All-Star game. If things start to go south, we'll make some changes. All right, so there's a loss against Detroit, loss against Arizona, and overtime loss against San Jose. Don't like this. Overtime win, okay. No trade in a while. I'll need to edit up my trading blocks right now. Go to player morales. Started to lose a couple games here, boys. Let's see if we can turn it around a bit. Functional founding, we may need a shakeup. Let's see, I need you to be part of the problem, the solution, not the problem. Positive effect. I'm getting disappointed in my ice time as of lately, to be honest. All right, Colin, I know I'm just doing a little bit of time. I'm trying to spread the love around between you and Cuz. You know, I'll see the point you're making. I'll consider some possible changes. Possible effect, yep. Like I said, we did lose a couple of those games there this week, so if we really start to lose something, I'll make the change again. I'll take Cuz out, but he is playing very well as of lately. Belmar's up to an 80 right now as well. Alright, so let's exit player morale. Let's see, if we continue to lose more games this week, yeah, we're starting to lose some games. There's another win against Buffalo. Jersey, did we get a win? Yeah, it's a 5-2 win. Win against Washington, come back with some wins and a loss against Tampa Bay. Okay, there's an injury. All right, Philadelphia player Luke Schenn has been injured with an injured knee. His estimated return is January 25th. So, honestly, I'm just going to go replace the player because he'll be back on the 25th. So, let's just go to replace the player. He'll be back in time. He will be back in time, definitely. All right, and stop the simulation. We'll simulate up to the 25th because Luke Schenn should be back. Luke Schenn is available to play. Okay, so let's edit the lines manually. Alright, so we started to lose some games there. So what I think I'm going to do is, Cuz you've been playing pretty decent. You have 3 goals and 4 assists, and you have 7 points in 14 games. So, you know what? You're playing pretty good, but we are starting to lose some games. I don't like that. So I'm going to do a little bit of a roster move right here. I'm going to scratch. We're going to play Colin McDonald. I'm going to put him back into the lineup. We'll scratch you. Just to, you know, get some playing time all around. We want to spread the love a little bit on this team right now this year. Let's see. We're going to go to scratch Nick Cuz. There we go. So Nick Cousins is now scratched once again. Okay, so there's everybody else in the overalls. Raffles still, I would have thought he would have gotten a little bit of boosts right now, but everybody else overall-wise not getting the big boost. Gagne's up to an 84. 4th line's doing pretty decent. Alright, so let's go on defense. Who'd they put in? They put Colin McDonald on defense, yeah. So we want Luke Schenn back in there. Let's get Luke Schenn back in. Luke Schenn is back in the lineup there on D. Good. Whoops. Oh, God. It did that thing because I dressed him. God damn it. It did that thing because I dressed him. I forgot about that. Alright, that should be Simmons. That should be Simmons. And, whoops, no, that should be Voracek. I'm a goofball. Alright, that should be Voracek. Sorry, Jake. Screwed up there. Don't want to spend all this time on the freaking roster moves, but, you know. Alright, so this should be Luke Schenn. Changing the current line. Alright, now I gotta make sure all the special teams aren't screwed up. Just Simmons and Voracek need to be on their off wing. I don't know why I had them on that wing right now. I think this is because I switched them. Right now, power play's doing fine. 4-man power play. Yeah, everything's fine. So I just changed like the one lineups there. Okay, so we're fine there. McDonald's back in the lineup. McDonald is back in the lineup. Shen's back in there. And yeah, let's simulate to the rest of the month and we'll check up the stats. Check up all the player stats, all that fun stuff. 1-0 loss against the Rangers. Yeah, we're losing some games this month. Don't like that. Overtime loss. Alright, we're starting to rack up the losses here. Where do we want to scout? Let's scout the Russian forwards for 6 weeks as well. We get a win against Montreal to end the month. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're 27, 15, and 6. Definitely started to lose some more games this month. But still, that's not bad. What did we say we started off the 2 months ago with? We were 15 and 7. So basically, we kind of went almost the exact same way. A little bit overtime losses in there. We've actually fallen to 3rd in the division. The Islanders and the Penguins are playing really, really good this year. Our division is actually tough. Wow, look at that. 5 teams are really, really good in our division right now. Like if we look at our division, we have 48 games played. We said 60 points. The Penguins and the Islanders have 65 and 64. But the Blue Jackets and the Hurricanes also have 57. And they're all positive record teams. So Washington, New Jersey, and the Rangers aren't really the greatest teams. But we're fighting. We're in like a 5-team race right now in the division, which is not really great. How's the Atlantic doing? The Atlantic is not great. So Metro is definitely the strongest Eastern Conference division this year. And in the entire league, we currently sit at 7th best team in the league for tied with 7th. Okay, so let's check out everything. Goals for per game. Goals for per game is at 2.75, which is really great, top 10. Goals against, 2.3, which is up top 10 again. Okay, cool. Power play percentage, it did go up. It was at 15, so it went up to 16. So we're kind of near-ish the bottom middle, like bottom middle. And then penalty kill, how's our penalty kill? Our penalty kill is 87.4, top 3rd best penalty kill in the league. All right, 15, 8, and 3 at home, 12, 7, and 3 on the road, 5, 4, and 1 in our last 10 games. So not really great past 10, but you know we're still in a pretty good position. Okay, so let's check out our team. Check out the point totals. And let's see where we're going to be at. So Claude Giroux, 47 points in 48 games. Jacob Voracek, 45 points in 48 games. These two guys are close to point a game per players, and I'm liking that. Simmons, only 28 points though in the first line. Still plus 17, so I'm not going to complain. Sean Couturier is having a pretty good, decent year, 25 points. Sam Gagner with 22. He's a minus 10. Don't know why he's so negative. Braden Shen with only 19. Raffle with 18. Reed with 15. Lawton with 15. McMillan with 14. Ryan White has 14. Colin McDonald, 8 points in 35 games. And then Cousins had 7 points in only 14 games. So, Cuz does have the better points per game. And he has a better plus minus than Colin McDonald does. So, 83 and 81. 83 and 83. Points, you know, things can be said both there. Cousins has had more points in less games, and almost half his less games. And he's putting up more points, 3 goals and 4 assists. Cuz might get an argument in there. I might switch him back in. I might put Cuz back in again. I might put Cuz back in there, because he's getting points. No, his defense is honestly not that, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, much worse than McDonald's is. So, Cuz might get some more starting time in there. We'll see. We'll see. Defensively, Streit's having a good year, 37 points for him. Del Zotto with 16, Shen with 11, Lovejoy with 10, Gudas with 9, and Medvedev with 9. And then goaltenders, how my tendies doing? Let's see. We got Steve Mason has 42 games played so far this year, 2.32, 23, 12, and 2 with a save percentage of .923 with 3 shutouts on the year. And then Neuwirth has played 9 games. He's up to an 85, which is good. A 1.84 goals against average, which is very good. Win-loss ratio, not so much. 4 and 3. He's probably not getting goal support. Surprise there. And then save percentage of .934 with 1 shutout. So, both my tendies are playing really, really well. No issues with that. Let's check out the AHL squad, see how well they're doing. Tomac is 9 and 5. Stoley's 20 and 10. So, good job there on my tendies. Defenseman, let's see. Ghost is 24, Manning, Sanheim, Mark Altz, Robert Hagg, and Sam Warren. Good. Right wingers real quick. Plujai's doing good. Myers doing pretty good. 23 points down there on the third line, I think, so that's good for him. Jeplovs only has 8. Kind of want get some more points for him. Belmar with 37. He's up to an 80, so technically Belmar could get called up and play the fourth line as well, but we'll leave Cuz down up here as well. Once we get past, I think, once we get to the playoffs, that's when we could start moving players around. We could send Cuz back down. Lier's doing pretty good. Goldborn we know with scratch. Bornewall's been playing pretty good. 5 points in 24 games. He's up to an 80 now. His defense is actually pretty good as well. And then centers, Vandy's got 31, Powell, Cornell, and Gumas. Okay, so HL and NHL teams are doing pretty good. I think I'm gonna switch Cuz back in there, man. He has more points than McDonald does in less games, so I think we should maybe do that. All right, Giroux once again. That makes me happy to hear. Good, no effect. Really play all the teams. You've been doing Wetly, but no doubt. I know you still have more to give. Negative effect. I don't know why that's negative effect. All right, Roth. Numbers of black and white. We need you to produce. We need you to put some pucks in the net there, Roth. Haven't been playing yourself as of lately. Only like 18 or so points so far. Not the greatest. All right, no meetings in the AHL. All right, so I'm gonna make the call. I'm gonna make that call. I'm gonna make the call and put Cousins back into this lineup. So McDonald's back up to an 81 again, but I'm going to make the call and put Cousins back in. I'm going to duress Nick Cousins. I feel like that's going to change up where the position is played. No, it actually didn't. I actually could have did that. All right, so centers. Cuz, get back in there. And then we're going to go scratch Colin McDonald. Even though he's back up to an 81, we'll scratch you again just because Cousins has been playing a little bit better. Lines have errors. Special teams. Don't know what the error is. I don't think there is any errors. Back to line. Back to edit lines. What's the line? What's the issue here? What's the issue? I don't see any issues here. Lines have errors. Extras. Oh. Goodass and Lovejoy should be there. Don't know why that was there. Still lines have edits. No lines. Nick Cousins, we know that. What's the freaking... What's the, Why does it say special teams have errors? There is no special team errors. Oh, penalty kill. Oh. Okay. Oh, because Luke Shen was out. That's right. And Luke Shen's back in now again. Was that it? I don't know. I think it was. Since, oh, McDonald was playing on the special teams. Gotcha. Gotcha. And since we scratched him. Okay, maybe that's why we were losing some games, because I didn't put Shen back in on the penalty kill. Okay, maybe that's what the issue we're dealing with. Extras, let's see, it's probably the same thing. 4-on-4. Straight Delzato, Gudas, Lovejoy. It should be Gudas and Shen right here. Sorry, boys. I know you guys don't like to watch line changes, but just give me a minute here. Should be able to get through these really quickly. Yep, Shen should go in here. Yep, that's the issue. Colin McDonald filled in for Luke Shen when the injury happened. And okay, now we're all good. Now we're all fine and dandy. Okay, let's get out of here. All right, so we made the change. Cousins is back into the lineup. And you know what? Let's just simulate this month, get up to the trade deadline, and see where our team stands. So let's go all the way up to the trade deadline here. See what happens with this team. There's 3-1 loss to Buffalo. Don't like to see that, boys. Let's get some wins under our belt here. There's a lot of games this month, and I would like to get some wins under our belt. Okay. Maybe I should make the change. Maybe I should put McDonald back in there, because now we just lost 3 straight. Don't like that. Raffle. Let's see. Positive energy into on-ice performance. Negative effect. Whatever. Okay. Alright, let's give it another week. Okay. John McFarland's waivers. High potential, 24 years old. Nah, I already have enough things to deal with right now. I'm going to decline that. If we lose that game against Dallas, I'm stopping and putting McDonald back in. As an overtime win. Come on, get some wins now, boys. Loss again. Yeah, I'm making the change. Yep, losses. All right. We're losing games here like crazy. We're losing games like crazy. Cuz I'm sorry. Doesn't seem to be working out too well right now. I am going to make the change. Gotta get McDonald back in there again. We need the defense. Even though, like I said, you've been putting up points, I'm gonna scratch you. Like, still, how well have you been doing? Yeah, you haven't gotten any points. So, I think it's smart to make that change. Scratch Cousins. And let's continue here. So we're in a little bit of a rough patch right now. We're starting to lose some games. 28-21-6. That's not really great. We had a really good record, and now it's starting to fall apart this month. Really bad losing streak we're on right now. Shootout win. All right, there's some points. We'll take it. Jersey. Okay. Lehigh Valley player Mark Hall has been injured with injured shoulders. Estimated return is February 24th. I'll just replace the player. I'll fix it later. Adam Comrie was being dressed. That's fine. All right, there's a win against the Devils. Mark Alt's to play. I'll just continue right now. I'll fix the lines later. Player morale again. I'll fix them in a minute. Okay, McDonald's. Let's see. Glad to be in the lineup, but I shouldn't have been scratched anyway. Let's see. Having a spot in the lineup is a privilege that must be earned each night. Don't forget that. Negative effect. Well, it's the truth. It's the goddamn truth, to be honest. Brandon Manning. Let's see. Yep, there's a lot to be proud of. Good work. Just, praise him a little bit more. That's fine. Let's have a meeting here in the on the Flyers team. Just like the tourists in the hair, the other team thought they had us beat, but you pulled off a good comeback. Well, we shouldn't have been in a deep hole to begin with. Tighten up out of the gates. Okay, everybody hated that. Sweet, but you know what? It's the truth. It's the damn truth. Shootout win versus Edmonton. Okay, Calgary. Can we get a win there? 6-0 loss. That's not good. That's a big blowout loss. 5-3 loss to Pittsburgh. Lost to St. Louis. Ugh. That is not good at all, boys. That is not good at all. I'm gonna simulate the one more day. One more day. Go to the day of the trade deadline and we lose that game too. Okay, this Flyers team was once playing really well, and a very shitty month is now left us kind of clueless. We lost like 5 in a row, and then we've lost 4 in a row now, coming into the trade deadline. Not good, not good. We're in 4th place. We hold the wild card, but that is not the position we want to be in right now, boys. Not the position at all we want to be in right now. 68 points, and Pittsburgh, New York, and Columbus have really gotten a big lead over us. Carolina and the New York Rangers are hot on our tails. They're hot on our tails. 68 points. Oof. We're holding a wild card right now. We dropped from division lead to wild card in a matter of 2 or 3 months. That's not good, boys. That's not good at all. We've really struggled. We have really struggled this month. All right, we gotta check the stats here. Yeah, look at that, 2.5. We were once up at the top of the league. Now we've dropped all the way down 2.5. Our goal scoring is not great. Goals against, it's 2.5. Yeah, it's up near the middle of the pack. So we haven't been scoring goals, and ooh, look at that. Goals against is now kind of near like middle bottom. It's not good, guys. Not good. What the hell happened? Power play. Where's our power play at? Power play seems to be middle. Yeah, power play is up there. It's 17, so our power play is still getting better. And our penalty kill, though. Where's our penalty kill at? Penalty kill is still good. So our special teams are doing fine. It's just 5-on-5. We're really struggling right now. Yeah, and away record's not great either. Okay, so what do we do? Let's just check out the player stats one more time before we actually have to make a decision here on what we should do, because this team's not playing well as of lately. Alright, so Giroux and Voracek have fallen off from point game players. They were, but now they're not. Simmons, 33. Coots, 28. Gagne, 28. Yeah, see, a lot of the guys who had the morale booster losing their morale boosts. Raffle is not really getting it done on the second line, to say the least. Only 19 points. McMillan. There's Raffles is on the second line, right? Yeah, he's with Shen and Couturier. Shen and Coots are doing okay. They're on pace for like 30 points, but still, it's not great at all. Cousins is losing, obviously. Drop back down overall again, but you know what? That's the price you gotta pay for being scratched. Defensively, Straight's having a good year of 41 points. Nothing I could complain about that. Delzato, yep. Those guys are doing fine. And then goaltenders. Goaltender's been struggling lately. Neuwirth, yeah, Mace is starting to struggle a bit. Neuwirth, yeah. Once again, his goals against average went really, really high up. Yeah. Okay, so those are the problems we're dealing with right now, boys. We're sitting at a wild card spot. We have fallen off the playoff race pretty prominently. Let's go to trade players here. Let's take a look at the trading block, see who's available. I don't want to edit my trading block because Straight's still on there, so I don't want to edit it. But let's browse the trading blocks and let's see if there's anybody like major guys up there on the trading block right now. So Frederick Anderson, obviously we don't need that. Luff and McInnes, Gianta, McCormick, and Ruodel. Nothing really we need there. Jonas Hiller, once again, we don't need a goaltender. Wisniewski, 1 year left at 5.5. Eddie Lack, 1 year left at 86. Gerby, I don't think I need Nathan Gerby at all for like a two-way player, but Wisniewski wouldn't be bad to, you know, possibly upgrade the defensive, the defense for 1 year. Maybe for a playoff run. So James Wisniewski wouldn't be a bad person to add to the team. So that's a possibility right there for trades. Chicago, nobody. Horkov, maybe like a depth player, but nothing really too important there. McElhinney, we don't need. Nobody there. Malone and Patrick Marlowe, once again, don't need them. Michael Layton, don't need 5-hole-8. That's definitely there. Nobody there in Florida. Spencer Watson, don't need. Yeah, LA. That's fine there. Winquist, nope. Juleson and Bork, nope. Nope. Tanner Glass, Santi Ranta, once again, don't need Tendy. Tanguay and Ference, I don't need Andrew Ference. We already have defensemen that are better. Patrick Eliash, don't need him. Nobody on Ottawa. Pittsburgh, we're not going to trade with Pittsburgh anyway. Joe Thornton, 1 year left. As a rental player, that might, you know, that could definitely upgrade the second line by a huge amount. St. Louis, Steele and DeBrusque. Sorelli. Prust, Higgins, and Miller. And Justin Williams and Andre Pavlik. So a lot of teams are trying to get rid of goaltenders at this draft, it seems. But, yeah, this Flyers team is looking pretty not good right now. So, what do you think, guys? I'm going to leave it up to you because you guys let me make the decision here. What do you think we should do here? Should we leave the team as is and, you know, just continue to go along here? Because, you know, I said it at the beginning of this year. I said it at the beginning of this year when we started the year off. I would not be against this team doing poorly. We had a very good start. I'll grant the team that. We had a very good start, but it seems like we're really starting to struggle here as the season is winding down. So, I don't know if I want to be that person to have this team go on a playoff run when I said at the beginning I was fine with my players possibly not making the playoffs because we know next year there's going to be some drastic changes that are going to be made to the defensive core. Granted that guys like Lovejoy and Medvedev, maybe even trade a guy like Luke Shen or Gudas or maybe even Delzato, possibly. Because Streit might be gone next year, so the defense is going to be going through some big changes next year. And changes are definitely going to be in place. So even for the offense too, we don't know what's going to happen with the offense going forward as well. So once again, I wouldn't be against this team. You know, I wouldn't be against making a trade deadline move, but because we do have the prospects to give, but my defensive prospects are so good right now, I don't think I want to make a trade and give one of those guys away to go for a playoff push when I could easily just save them for next year because they're going to be a huge they're going to be playing a huge part of our team next year. Because if I just wanted to go to progress reports, you know, if I wanted to take a look at progress reports and look at stats modified, Medvedev is getting worse in natural growth. Stright's obviously getting worse because of age. Lovejoy's probably getting worse too as well. Yep. So nobody has gained any points, but in the system, we've had a lot of players gaining some points here. Like Pascal Laberge, he's getting points. He's not even playing right now, and he's oh no, Gregor. Sorry. So Gregor Laberge, we know he's top 9. He's top 9 potential, I guess so. Like I said, he's gaining it because he's not playing. Julien Gauthier, he's gotten a lot of growth, actually. He hasn't been signed any growth for already to a 74. Like I said, all of our players are gaining slowly, you know, morale-wise. Morin's already up to a 79, so see, like, our defensemen are getting better. Konechny's up to a 72, so that's fine. Let's see, anybody else really great? Gostisbehere's up to a 79, so he's probably going to be good next year. Myers up to a 75. Proverb's up to a 79 in the CHL. So as you guys can see, if like it just goes slowly down all of our players, you can see that all of these players are obviously getting better. Like Hag's up to an 81, Sanheim's up to an 81. They're easily going to be making the squad next year to take over for those bottom 2 defensemen. So it's just a matter of time of when these guys go in and who I put into the lineup. So you guys can let me know what you think the Flyers should do here. I don't think we should make any trades at the trade deadline. I just say we ride with this team. Maybe they can get on a nice little hot streak at the end of the year. Maybe make the playoffs again. But, you know, we shall see. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys next time.